The purpose of this video is to go over the solutions for worksheet 33. You already got a head start on the worksheet using the Edpuzzle video to know which inequalities matched which problem or verbal description. So that means that it would essentially be impossible to get a 0 on the assignment because you already have 4 of the solutions right there. Now that you have the inequalities written, then it would be time to follow the process as usual. For step 1, what is being done to the x is 9 is being added on to it. How to undo that would be the inverse, subtracting 9. I'm going to set up my original inequality. X plus 9 is greater than or equal to 150. I will show my algebra solving work of subtracting 9. These cancel, isolating x on the left, and 150 minus 9 is 141. My solution is x is greater than or equal to 141. That symbol is represented with a closed circle on the number line, and values get greater when you go to the right. If I labeled by ones, that would be 142, 143, 144, etc. When I check, I will write down my original inequality. X plus 9 is greater than or equal to 150, and I will choose an x that is greater than that number. I'm simply going to pick 142. Now I'm going to simplify the left-hand side. 142 plus 9 is 151, and read the statement that was just created to see if it's true or not. 151 is greater than or equal to 150. That is a true statement. So my answer of x's that are greater than or equal to 141 is correct. Number 2. The original inequality is 3x is greater than 420. What's being done is the x is being multiplied by 3. How to undo that would be divide by 3. Original inequality. I'll now show my algebra solving work of dividing by 3 on the left and dividing by 3 on the right. This isolates the variable, and 420 divided by 3 is 140. My solution is x is greater than 140. This would be represented with an open circle at 140 and shading values that are greater than, like 141, 142, 143, and so on. When I check, I will write the original inequality, 3x is greater than 420. I'm going to choose a number from my number line. I'm just going to pick 141. And now I will simplify the left side. 141 times 3 is 423. My statement is 423 is greater than 420. That's true. That means that choosing a value greater than 140 worked. Number 3. My inequality is x divided by 5 is less than or equal to 200. What's being done is dividing by 5. How to undo that? Multiply by 5. I'll show multiplying by 5 on the left and multiplying by 5 on the right. The variable is isolated, and 200 times 5 is 1,000. My solution is x is less than or equal to 1,000. That would be represented with a closed shaded circle at 1,000, and values get less as you go to the left, like 999, 998, 997, and so forth. When I check, I will write my original inequality. I'm going to pick a value to substitute for x. I'm going to pick 995. The reason I'm choosing that is because I can easily divide that number by 5 without getting a decimal. However, you could pick 999. There would be nothing wrong with that. This will give me 199. 199 is less than or equal to 200. That's true. And that means choosing a value less than 1,000 worked. Number 4, x minus 12 is less than 40. What's being done is 12 is being subtracted from the variable. To undo that, the inverse would be adding 12. Original inequality. I would then show adding 12 on the left to isolate the variable. And 40 plus 12 is 52. My solution is x is less than 52. This is represented by an open circle at 52, and values are less as you go to the left, like 51, 50, 49, 48, and so on. The value that I'm choosing to substitute with will be 51, but you can pick anything less than 52. 51 minus 12 is 39. My statement is 39 is less than 40. That is a true statement. That means choosing a number less than 52 worked. The breakdown for questions and points would be a check for writing the inequality, a check for the do-undo, a check for the algebra work, a check for the solution, a check for the graphed solution, and a check for checking, which means 6 possible checks just on one problem times 4 problems would be 24 items checked, and that would make them 4 points each.